Hey everybody, and welcome back to a new video. It's Mike here with Mike's Drones and More. And so today, guys, I wanted to show you a little something different. This is a little project that I've been working on and finally finished. And actually, this is my new Tiny Swoop that I just finished building this last week. And last Wednesday was the very first race that I ever did with it. So you guys might recognize this frame. This is the Beta FPV 75mm frame. Excuse me. And so basically what I did was I didn't order the kit that comes ready to fly. What I did was I actually ordered the frame and the motors with the props separately, and then I ordered the flight controller separately and the camera separately. So if you guys take a look at this, here's what the frame looks like. Here's what the Tiny Whoop 65mm. This is like the Fury Bee. So you can see there's a little bit of a difference for sure. So it's a little bit bigger, it's a little bit heavier, not by much. It's still pretty good. And then it comes with the Betaflight controller. Now I ordered the Betaflight controller that did not have the receiver because I wanted to use my own FrSky receiver with my Tiny Whoop. So that's what I have on here, and it's mounted underneath there. You can't really see it too good. I'll try and you can kind of see the bind button, but it's underneath where the battery goes. And then, of course, it comes with the Tiny Whoop connector right there. I think it's a JST 2.0 is what that is. And then sporting on top, I've got the AKK, I believe this is the F2 all-in-one camera. So it's got the cloverleaf on top. And then on the back there, it's actually got a little digital window, and that shows you what channel, what band you're on, and you can actually turn the camera on and off actually, which is kind of cool. Now this board does come with an on-screen display, but I chose not to do the on-screen display just because you know it's a Tiny Whoop. It's already small enough as it is, and I don't need a bunch of stuff on the screen kind of getting in the way. So, but yeah, so this is the again, Betaflight, or the Beta FPV 75mm Tiny Whoop frame with the 75mm or 7x20 millimeter motors on these. So these are a little bit bigger and faster. Let me get a battery for you guys so you can actually see. My voice is slowly coming back, so it's not quite all the way there yet, but it's almost there. So I've been running these 500 milliamp batteries. They're 1S batteries, but they are 500 milliamp. I got these originally from the King Kong Tiny 7, but my dog ate the Tiny 7, so I had all the batteries left over, and so I was like, well, might as well put them to good use. So here's what it looks like when it's all powered on. And underneath you can see it's got these cool green colors, and up on the top it's actually got like a, if you can kind of see, it's kind of like a purple right there. But the really cool part is when you're in the dark and this thing lights up, it's really cool. You can actually see it right there. See, you can actually get the really cool green colors off of the board, which is really cool. I wanted something kind of a little bit more unique than everybody had, which is really cool. So I like this a lot. So this is the one that I'm going to be racing this coming up week. On Wednesday, I'm going to try and do another live YouTube video for you guys, so you guys can check out the Tiny Whoop race when I'm there. And I'm actually going to be doing a Tiny Whoop race on February the 20th over in Greeley, Colorado. It's not a multi-GP, but it's sponsored by Tiny Whoop, and so that's kind of cool. So the other project that I'm working on, and I showed this to the patrons on Sunday, they got to see this video. So I just recently ordered the cockroach frame. So if you're not familiar with Tiny Whoops, this is a basically the same frame as the Fury Bee, except for it's a lot more durable and it's a lot lighter. So I'm going to pull out this frame for you guys, and you kind of take a look at it. I'm still waiting on the flight controller and still waiting on a camera for it. So that's hopefully going to be here in the next, maybe hopefully by the end of the week. Hopefully I can get it completed by then. So here was the original frame. This is the Fury Bee frame. And then here is the cockroach frame, side by side. So they're exactly the same, in diameter and everything like that. This is a 65 millimeter, but you can see right here in the middle, on the original frame it only has 3, and this one has 4. And you can actually see the cross members going across as well, so which is really cool. And it's a lot lighter, so if you actually hold it up to the light, you guys can kind of see it's almost translucent, where it's kind of like almost a tint, where this is just a solid black color. So hopefully when I get the flight controller on there, it'll actually be able to, you can kind of see the highlights of it, which would be really cool. So basically what I did was I tore apart the Fury Bee. I took my special sauce motors. These are the motors that I ordered off of tinywhoop.com. So they spin a lot faster, which is really, really cool. And the batteries I typically use for this one are these. They're the Gangong, I'm not sure, 260 milliamp batteries. So that's kind of what they look like and everything like that. So I'm really looking forward to finishing the build on this, and then I'll show you guys everything like that. But again, this is the most recent one that I've just finished building. The other Tiny Whoop that I had, I was having a lot of trouble with it. It was just not responding like I wanted it to, so that's why I built this one. It's a lot more stable. It is a little heavier, and it goes through the batteries. It doesn't give quite the flight time as my other one does, but I really like the stability of the bigger one. So, but I'm gonna build 2 of them, and then so that way I can kind of see which one that I like more. But so far I'm really enjoying this bigger one. It's got, like I said, really good stability and really good racing times, so I'm really happy about that. So that's all I've got for you guys for today. So guys, if you like the video, please hit the thumbs up for me, and if you want, you can hit the subscribe button. Next to it there's a bell that lets you know when we have new videos on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and every other Sunday. We have our live Q&A for everybody, and in between those Sundays we have the live Q&A for the patrons only. So the patrons got a sneak peek at my Tiny Whoops that I made this last week. If you can help support out the channel, that is very much appreciated. I will leave a link down below so you guys can check that out if you want to. Even $1 a month really helps out the channel for me. So thank you guys so much for all the awesome support and comments. Keep them coming, guys. And if you have ideas for me on something you'd like me to review, mod maybe you'd like me to try, let me know what you'd like me to try for you. So anyway, guys, thank you again for hanging out with me. In the meantime, while you're waiting for the next video, let's keep our drones up in the air, flying high. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for hanging out.